Hello, and welcome back to Insanity, which is starting to maybe become slightly less insane and more like madness. Although that's easy for me to say right now because we haven't unlocked green science yet, which will unlock a lot more recipes. Anyway, last time we left off, we had gotten started with the moon drop finally. And the Ralesia production as well, of course. And in this episode, we are going to work on biosample automation. And maybe, if we have time, we might be starting some green science automation. But first, I believe that we are going to make another pulp mill here, because it turns out that this one is a bit slow. And for that, we naturally need a bunch of copper. It's not easy to pick up copper at the moment without also picking up iron, but I'm okay with having some iron as well. There we go. Give me a pulp mill. And in the meantime, let's handcraft some more simple circuit boards, because those take quite a bit of time. Where were we? Here we are. Pulp mill. Another one. And then we need to change this pipe a little bit, it seems. Oh. I don't quite like that the input for the pipe is way over there. Okay. Sure. Let's do like this then. Now we should have the other one. The inserter is back. The inserter has power. And we need another inserter. All right. Inserter there, and some more, another inserter for the output, it seems. Ooh, I need to make some more electric poles. There we go. Now this should be hopefully a little bit faster, although another problem is the carbon black, but that's because we're missing a hot air, and that's a whole other mess. And actually, okay, let's go and grab some copper, because we're definitely going to need it for all the machines we're going to make. Which reminds me that we should take a look at Helmod. Oh, Alicia, hello. There we go. Do we have any moon drops? We do. Let's make the machine faster. It feels good to have started this production of Moondrop and Ralesias. And it seems like we have gathered quite a bit of copper plates here. That's good. And we are researching weapon things, which may or may not be useful, because I have still not seen a single enemy. Which kind of feels nice in a way, because in PyBlock there is so many other things to think about. So you don't really need to think about enemies as well. High pressure furnace. I would like to have some more sodium alginate as well. Okay, so nope, no underground pipe there. Different fluids, what are you talking about? 0.0 copper or 0.0 carbon dioxide, sure, why not? If you consider that to be a fluid, I guess that's a fluid. I mean, 0 is not much, but apparently it's something. Contrary to what we've learned in mathematics. Gonna need some more inserters as well. And I might want to pick up some small parts because they are useful. Is this working now? It's missing limestone. Okay, because limestone comes from the other side. And a regular inserter, of course. There we go. Now it should be working. Good. Feels good to have scaled that a little bit. So let's get on to the biosample automation. So for this we have, let's see, this is the logistic science pack, and actually if we look at the logistic science pack, I believe that can make soil locally, and petri dish is actually also not too complicated to make. So we will be making even that locally. And I would like the matrix solver, please. We don't have seaweed here already. Okay, let's add some seaweed production. Using water and carbon dioxide. No, actually. Just using the old one. That should be enough. And please have one of those machines. Not the super old machine. And please have a module. Or 10. There we go. And for the steam powered soil extractor, I would like a machine run on electricity as well. And the botanical nursery, this does nothing. Let's remove that because we already have a botanical nursery here. And 36 of them, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 12 module slots, yeah, they're all powered, so this thing about getting 10 logistic science packs per minute, that might not happen. That might not happen. But the good news is that at least it's the only machine that we appear to need quite a lot of. What is it even used for? It's used for the Halesia seeds. Okay, so I guess maybe we would like to use some of the other recipes here. Let's use the one with soil and hydrogen. So now we need 81 of them. But that's because we haven't selected the Halesia module. There we go. 8. Just 8. Okay, that's actually manageable. That's a lot more manageable. That's awesome. Rubber is a separate block that we have sort of done. And for the biosample, it appears that we need 20 of them per minute. So this is kind of the first step that we would like to automate, and this is also using petri dish. Maybe we should make petri dish a block on its own. Yes, let's actually do that. Let's make use of this little button. So that means that we can remove some of these. Great. And that means that we can also remove the Petri dish from the other block. And now we kind of have something that looks almost manageable. Molten glass, we know how to do that. We have that empty Petri dish. And wait. Oh, that's the product, of course. Okay. And I'm clicking the product again. So seaweed that we need to make locally. And once again, we need the seaweed farms and we need the seaweed module. Thank you. Okay, this is actually not too complicated. So we need an assembling machine, glassworks, high pressure furnace, and 3 of the seaweed crop facilities. Good. Yeah, let's start with this one now. So let's see, what do these buttons do? Hide show factory. No, that's the one I would like at the moment actually. The beacon I find very interesting. Cool, and it works like that. So let's see, we have glassworks. We have an assembling machine now. We need a high pressure furnace. Just making some extra just in case. Seaweed thingy, limestone, and simple circuit boards. Okay, so I need to get some limestone somewhere. The bad thing about walking and having some windows open at the same time is that you don't see where you're going. But we ended up close to the moon drops. So then we can refill those. And the Alesias don't really need any refilling because those are already fully automated there. Until we need more of those farms. Limestone, I'm sure I have limestone here somewhere. Here it is. Thank you. Seaweed. I think I needed 3 of them. Let's make 3 of them anyways. I needed 3 of them. Perfect. So this means that we need to get some glass over here. And where there is glass, there also needs to be syngas. Because otherwise we can't really make anything, can we? Oh my god, my factory is so big. It takes forever to walk from point A to point B. So here's the molten glass. We need to follow that, and there's the syngas as well. But we do need to pick up pipes. I'm holding down these buttons really hard now just to move faster. Like you did when you had a Nintendo. It never helped, but it feels better somehow. Oh good, we already have... okay, it goes to the optic thingy. So in that case, I think we want to expand these pipes a little bit. And let's hope that these areas is free. It is, and now I remember something else that we need to get. Landfill. Perfect. Let's go get some landfill. Even though it's gonna take forever. Ah, buildings is in the way. Actually, you know what I should do? I should put this in my quick bar, and I don't need sand and I don't need stone in the quick bar. And my inventory is full. Surprise! Now while I'm moving, it's a lot easier for me to add new walk path, which kind of helps my speed. So then it shouldn't take forever to walk from point A to point B. It will take slightly less than forever. Good. Landfill me up. So I want to have this production after the laboratory equipment here. That's very important because I need... Oh, right. Let's see. I need Petri dish now, and I am also going to need glass, and I would like to have glass on the bus. Maybe might even need Petri dish on the bus. Not sure about that yet, but let's make some production of it and let's see what happens. Over there is good. So, glassworks. One for Petri dish. I don't want to use the hot air because I don't really have a lot of hot air. And one for glass. And to make it somewhat expandable, I'm going to separate them a little bit. So let's see. Is there any other use case for the empty Petri dish? There actually seems to be two other use cases, although those will take a long while. So let's see. There we go. We have molten glass, and we have syngas, and we are making things. Isn't that wonderful? I sure think it is. Although I am inclined to say that I would like to have this rotated a bit. It feels like we can expand it better in that way. Or can we? No, you know what? Let's stick to the original plan. Because now it's still quite easy to just expand it horizontally. So this means that... Why do I have space between them? I don't need to have space between them. Because in this case I can just have both of them here, and I use different inserters because I have ordinary inserters and I have long-handed inserters. And this will help me separate the things. And I think I want to switch it around actually. Because Petri dish is going to go on the belt and just go to the next factory. And then I want the glass on the bus. Alright, so good. Let's see now, what's next? What is next here is some power, obviously. Duh. There we go, things are happening. And then we want to get the... Do I have any more of these belts? Not a lot of them, that's for sure. That's a shame. Let's see, here we have small parts. And we have iron. I believe we can do something with this. For example, iron belts, transport belts. So now we don't need to run all the way down to our old base. And I think we have quite a lot of this here, so we can probably save like 500 maybe of the belts. Great. Okay, that will have to load up there for a while. So, where is our bus? Oh, this is it. Is this it? No. It's way over here, actually. This is it. Sure, let's make some more space then. And this is why we need more belts. Even though we will replace it with trains eventually. Although that's going to take a while probably. So let's see, where is the edge of this? It's here. We don't really have anything right now on this edge, but okay. And there is the other edge. So between these. Super! And then the glass will go onto that as well. I can't help but think about the Pyroboport and the construction Pinobot. You know what? Let's make it. Let's see what happens. Assuming we have the belts we need though. We don't. We don't even have engines either. Oh, we have a bit of rubber there at least. That's 2 belts. 3 belts. We are going to need more belts, I think. No? We can make a construction Pinobot. Cool. Now let's see. Where did we put our construct robo? There it is. Oh wow. Actually looks like it has quite a bit of cover. Sure. Now I really don't expect this to be very fast. We can even make a storage chest. Cool. So let's make a storage chest and let's fill it up with some iron belts, transport belts. Ah, yeah, this is going to take a while. Anyway, we have automation and that's nice. So it can cover a bit of space. So when it's done, then we'll just have to move it or something. So let's take a look here. We have the glassworks. Oh, finally they implemented that feature. So the ones that you are done with, they actually disappear. Awesome. So then we need to combine this with agar, and then we need some seaweed crop facilities, and then we need some more landfill. You know what? Can we make just 2 washers? We can actually. Because I think it's time that we make a bit more landfill. So it's 2 washers. Do we have any water nearby? What kind of question is that? Of course we do. Just not there. Hello, water. One makes sand and the other makes stone. And this produces tailings, of course. Do we already have a tailings pipe up here? I don't think so. So I guess we'll just have to use a sinkhole. That requires a bit more iron. We can get that. Can you just imagine how big this base is? Can you imagine how silly these transport belts lanes look when there's like no, they're not continuous. There is like one belt there, one belt there, but it's nice that we have it automated. Wow, this feels really nice. I'm probably going to use that some more. Well, sooner or later we know that we will basically cover our entire base in that thing, so but that's a bit far away. Right. So here we produce some. Of course, now there's no transport belts left for me. There we go, and please make me an assembling machine and put it over here. And hi there, make landfill please. Thank you. Thank you oh so kindly. Oh dear. That's more like it. Much better. Okay, you do landfill while I continue this. So we need the seaweed crop facilities. And we need at least 3 of them. So let's make it 4. Where have we seen this before? One might wonder. Well, at least we're not making 30 of them this time. We're only making 4 of them. And what's even better, we're not even going to go through a huge process to process the seaweed. Instead, we're just going to take the seaweed and make something else out of it. It's going to become agar, or however you want to pronounce it. Agar. I can come up with many fun ways to pronounce it if you're interested. But either way, we are going to make it and we're going to use it and it's going to be awesome. So now we need some steam. And for steam, we need something that either burns or we need a pipe. And I think we're going to go with a pipe. Oh, can you look at this? Ah, things are blinking on the map. We're missing 127 construction robots. Great. Where are we going? What do we need? We need steam. Hi, steam. We have plenty of steam, it seems. So that's good. I guess in that case we can just continue the steam. Rotate the steam. And then we need a high pressure furnace. make agar. Let's see how many iron belts do we have here. Oh, it seems like something is happening here, really. We have some continuous belts. And we have quite a lot of transport belts at the moment as well. Nice. So, seaweed goes to this place, sort of. How many of these do we need? Okay, they take quite a long time. And we need some more iron, of course. No inserters. No inserters for the wicked. And it seems like the clock is definitely ticking. We have already played 36 minutes. This is, as always, taking longer time than expected. So this little poor robot will probably not be finished in this episode. Hopefully at least we will make the Petri dish in this episode and finish that completely. Okay, here we go. Great, we have the steam. We need some more power. How do I want to do this? Well, it needs to go out on the other side, so we always need more electric poles. Okay, that's the agar. The seaweed is done, so now it's only one thing left for this production block at least. And that's the Petri dish. That's the thing we came here for. That's why we're doing this whole mess. We want to leave a little bit of space there. And we need an inserter. We need another inserter. We want the other thing to come here as well. Where is the other thing? There is the other thing. And by the other thing, I mean the empty Petri dish. Great. Little bit more landfill. And we are done with this part. So for now, we're just going to store this as a chest, in a chest, like we always do. And why is nothing happening here? Because we are not inserting any seaweed. Makes sense. Now we are. And there we go. Great, this production block is considered completed. And biosample is next. So this only requires 5 machines, which might not sound like a lot. Oh, we need wood. We do need wood, and we need moss. And right, we need to fix steel. Right, I have an idea for the steel. So for the steel, I'm going to, of course, need a bit more iron and copper. Because why wouldn't I need that? And it seems like we are running a bit low on iron at the moment. Now we can make one advanced foundry, that's all we need for now. Just going to check on the molten. Seems like it's missing the molten iron, which should come from this place. Is it the borax? Or is it basically that we need more machines? Or is it both? It might be both. We are definitely low on borax, but we're not completely missing it. Oh well. I guess it's basically the fact that we have so many different machines now and so much more automation and stuff is happening and everything is requesting iron and copper only. Right, I did not plan on moving this far. Let's go down again. To maybe this point. So the thing is that here we have some iron, and with iron you can make steel. Even though we will unlock better recipes in the future, we don't have those yet, so this is a very, very incredibly expensive recipe for iron, or for steel rather. Oh, hi Moondrops. There you go. 69 Moondrop seeds, nice. 6 Rhalesias, cool. The nice thing about the Rhalesias now is that we don't need to pay much attention to those, but the Moondrops we still need to sort of automate a little bit, so I'm wondering just how I can... Let's disable that one, because this has already 69 Moondrops to work with. So by disabling one of those inserters, we're making sure that it's not just processed into seeds, all of it. So this is the expensive steel recipe we're going to use. It's incredibly expensive, but what do you do? Then we make the steel go somewhere on the bus where it's hopefully an empty space. And it looks like we need more things to research. There's nothing down here, is it? Nope. So in that case, we can maybe have the steel go here. Just to make it somewhat recognizable. And now we're going to give the poor robot some more work to do. And we're out of stuff to research, actually. We don't have anything else that just requires red science. So we'll have to think at some point about what to research next. Okay, let's see. Here we have the glass. Let's make the glass go towards the bus as well. And then we'll have to think about where on the bus to put it. So that's busy by duralumin, that's occupied by something else. So okay, I'm gonna change my mind a bit about this steel. Actually, because I think that it makes more sense for the glass to go here. Perfect. We have glass on the bus. And we have slow inserters. So this should mean that we have enough to start the biosample automation. And once we have done that, we can start the automation for green science, which we have been looking forward to for quite a while. Okay. So we're going to need seaweed, which we have like quite nearby. We're going to need petri dish. We're going to need wood and moss. Ah, it's for the Sogna bacteria and the final step as well. So a good thing about this, at least, is that we have the machines that we need, at least most of them. We might need some more ordinary assembling machines though. Yes, we will need 3 ordinary assembling machines. Where are they? Here they are. Remember this mess? Incubator, MK1. Goodbye. Biofactory, making plasmids. Making biosamples. It's these ones, isn't it? It is. Goodbye. No Sogna bacteria for you anymore. Wastewater we will need up there. Phytoplanktons as well. So the logistics of getting everything up there might be tricky. Oops, that was a very important power pole. Actually, how important is that power pole? Okay, not too important, but still. So, the fluids. Why are all power poles so important? Well, it's because I don't have any medium power poles or big power poles. Looking forward to those. Assuming I just don't have to live on these bad power poles for the rest of this game. Let's see. I think maybe we can have one there, one there. Great. Although we need some more pipes, which is not so great. But I think I have another reason to go down here anyway. Don't want to go through the trouble to reduce the size of this thing. Because I have a feeling that we are storing quite a bit of copper plate over here. Which we honestly can't stop doing completely because we have another place to get that now. Let's get some copper cable though, those tend to be useful. Some more transport belts, sure, we're definitely going to need them. Small parts, yes please. And maybe most importantly, iron. Okay. And pipes. Must have them pipes. So by walking on the path and on the belt, I'm actually increasing my speed extra much. Neat. So where am I going? I'm going here. I need the fluids. Must have them fluids. We need them fluids way over here. And we're going to need more underground pipes. That's for sure. Alright. How are we doing with the landfill? That I would like to know. 748. Not too bad. How are we doing with the old production of landfill? 12k. Nice. We should have thought about that when we were down there, but we didn't, so we have to take another trip. I'm wondering if the belt might be faster than the path. Oh, this is so much traveling back and forth, but the good part about traveling back and forth is that at least then the machines are doing stuff. And even our little robot up there is doing stuff while we are traveling. We need to do so many things because I know that we are sort of missing coal as well because we don't get a lot of rubber. Oh, the robot is almost finished. Nice. And we need the rubber for other things, naturally. Okay. How far away do we need to build this? Here seems to be okay. Good. Though I might need some more. Nope, I already calculated those pipes into the calculation, apparently, without thinking about it. So we're going to need the wood as well. Let's see, and the moss, of course. Moss. So we could maybe do one of those standalone wood and carbon dioxide productions. I'm not sure. I'm barely even sure where we have those at this point. Let's take a look at forestry. I think we want to make a slow wood forestry because that one is standalone, only requires steam as input. And then we want to have a wood processing unit, which we already have. Nice. And as for moss, I'm not sure. We have moss over here, I think. Don't we? No? This is just seaweed. We do have some carbon dioxide here though, which is good. So can we plug into this carbon dioxide? Please? Since we don't have any more carbon dioxide here. So sure. Let's just plug into that. How far do I want to stretch this pipe? If we take a look at the calculations here, how much moss are we going to need? I don't want to make it from log, I want to make it from water and carbon dioxide. 4 of them? No, hold on. Only 1. Perfect. Okay. So 1 moss farm. Oh, we already have a moss farm. So let's put it there somewhere. As for seaweed, we have it over here, so I think we need to make a splitter for the seaweed. And a couple of more underground belts. Then we'll place our biofactory just so that we have that somewhere. We actually only need 1 of each machine, but we would like to have it somewhat scalable. Bio container and stuff, right. So that should come from over here somewhere. 1, 2, 3, perfect, that's exactly what I need. Then the lamp for the Sogna bacteria, and then the copper cable for the lamp. Okay, we're starting to see the end of the tunnel or something like that. Where is my... There it is, the carbon dioxide. I need more iron again. And I need more iron for something very risky. Or maybe not so risky. But I need iron because I want to automate pipes up here. Because this is basically where I need them. By the way, speaking of pipes and stuff, and iron. Okay, the borax is doing alright. We have plenty of iron ore. So it's mainly the processing machines that we could use more of. Seems like these are producing iron ore, molten iron full time. And maybe we should move back to the hot air recipe for the iron. Though we don't have that much hot air. And we've terminated all our aluminum production, but we have plenty of aluminum still. Mostly maybe because we're not making any duralumin, of course. Right. Oh well, let's just produce something and let's see what happens. Needs to go that way. Okay, give me some pipes, please. Although we do want to restrict this, definitely. Good. We have a couple of more belts here, that's nice. Okay, maybe we should actually restrict this one even further. So that we don't make too many belts, if that's even possible. But the thing is that we do at the moment want to make titanium plate, glass, lead plate, and steel. We want those things to go up. And it appears that we missed an inserter, of course. Which is why we're not getting any steel. So let's see, steel, and we need tin. Nope, not for this. So here comes the titanium. Oh boy, we need even bigger belt. Why did I put it so far away? I could move it, of course, but I don't think I want that. Okay, steel and titanium. I need lead as well. Will you please lead the way? Alright, and the steel. Come on now. Well, what if we just make the bio containers over here? Is that a good idea? It's probably not a good idea, but then at least we can just have to make one belt instead of 4, which honestly is a bit insane. So please make me some belts. And speaking of which, I'm going to need more iron. Assuming there is any more iron to be found. I might need to head down to those other chests. Let's see how much iron I have. 3.3k, yes please. Give me now. There is my road. Hi pipes. I think you can kind of stop producing pipes. Kind of completely. Thank you. By the way, we want to change this one. No, let's not change it now. We would need to change the recipe in that one because we need the blood to make urea instead at some point. For the science, I think. Or maybe it was for the basic circuit boards. I honestly can't quite remember. Oh, interesting. Oh, wait a minute, let's see. Is this cheating? I don't think so. Just freeing up some space temporarily. Nice. Going up again. Where is an elevator in this game when you need it? Giving them some iron for the pipes. Okay, here we are. So, titanium plate, please. Come here. Lead, please, come here. Glass and steel, please. Also come here. And then let's put this machine over here somewhere. We probably need to put some things on the same belt. Actually, we can put a lot of things on the same belt. So why not do that? Because then we can save some belts. Because this just needs one of each. Except for titanium, which it needs 2 of. So give me 2 of them, maybe. I really do only need 1, but whatever. Yeah, actually just make it 1. Great, and then you can output towards the north. Where is our electricity? Here we are. Cool, we have automated biocontainer. We should have done that a long time ago maybe, but now we've done it. So give me those biocontainers. Is this the same machine? Yes, it is. So those should go in here together with moss, seaweed, wastewater, phytoplankton, and Sognabacteria. Where do we have the Sognabacteria producer? That requires an incubator. Here we have an incubator. And that's that shit. Okay. Pressure... What's it called again? Pressure pump. Luckily, pressurized air is very easy to produce. We just need electricity. And I'm not sure how to set up this. And we have already gone over time. But we're so close now. Sort of. Or maybe not. Maybe not. So here is the seaweed. Here we have some biosamples. Seaweed requires moss, or rather, no. What am I talking about? Is this free space? There is free space here, but we can also make it just one step further. I think. Oh, damn it. Sure, let's just put it here. Let's reduce the size of this water a bit. Because even though pipes are fluids, and pipes should technically be able to go underwater, in Factorio they can't. For some very strange reason. So let's put it over here. Something like that. Actually one step more to the right. To be well aligned with the incoming moss. Or carbon dioxide rather. There we go. Now would you please be so kind and give me some water. There we go. Now we need some moss to start this up and some electricity apparently. And then we can move this machine one step or something. And then we can... Now this is messy. This is messy, but we can always refactor later at some point. Because this doesn't quite scale well. Biocontainer, Sognabacteria. Sognabacteria is here, so alright. Oh, but I think we will actually leave it at this and finish the biocontainers in the next episode. Biosamples, I mean. And then after that, it's finally time for the green science. Which is going to require a bit of work, but I think we can get it done. So the goal in the far distant future doesn't seem that far away now, even though it's, well, that depends on how you look, because if you look at our initial base and the central part, it is definitely far away. But the last thing I would like to do for today is to create a radar over here. Because that would seem quite useful, wouldn't it? Something like this. Hooray for radar coverage! And just to remember where we were, we will go back to the unfinished production and finish it in the next episode. Here we are. So see you next time.